You're still watching Ways Now. Meditation, which is the practice of focused concentration, bringing yourself back to the moment over and over again, actually addresses stress, whether positive or negative. Meditation can also reduce the areas of anxiety, chronic pain, depression, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Now, there are 9 popular types of meditations. That's mindfulness meditation, spiritual meditation, focused meditation, movement meditation, mantra meditation, transcendental meditation, progressive relaxation, and loving kindness meditation, which I like very well. Now, World Meditation Day is a chance to take a step back from the day-to-day task of life and rather reboot. So we are asking people to take a pause and just breathe.
Well done.
Very interesting and very important. In fact, I have a friend of mine. I've told her that Auntie, she just did some stuff. So I said, after you've healed, I'm dragging you to the yoga place. You have to start taking yoga classes. You have to start meditating, because I think that we don't pay attention. Some of these things like high blood pressure, these things truly can, when you start to find that peace, that inner peace, it does help.
Inner peace.
I'm telling you, it relaxes your mind, so it brings down your blood pressure. It's not everything that medication can solve. It can it's temporal. But when you find it from within, that kind of solution is unbeatable. So I think we are going for our yoga class. I'm prepping you people.
On the inner peace.
Yes.
Well done. But I think it's Elsie that beyond. It's also relaxing your mind. So I think that for me, usually my head is very busy, like extremely busy. I can be seeing a movie, but all the things that I probably have done through the day, I'm either just going through it or I am thinking of the next thing.
You're absent-minded.
So not really absent-minded. It's just busy. And apart from, let's say, spiritual meditation that you have mentioned, it's just so hard to keep, especially in this moving world where you say, okay, I'm going to take a walk. So as I'm taking my 10 kilometers, I would be reading a book. I would be, because it probably puts an audio book in you, or there's something you need to catch up on. Wow. So you're now doing 2 things. I'm just concocting the story to say, yes, that we all need to slow down. And sometimes you do not realize that you need to slow down until you get to that point where your body
when it's almost too late
to know. So I think we just have to be very mindful, as you said, and also be conscious of the fact that we need to shut down. So these days, what I do is I purposely shut down, take what I call a lame movie and watch it, something that would not tax my brain very much, and then sleep off.
What I've just done is I put my phones on silent and I just close my eyes, switch off all the lights, and I just go to sleep. My sister, I cannot die. I have one life to live and I must live it well. So what did you find for us, AK?
Okay, so my story is interlinked in a lot of things. My story was published on Instagram by CBS News, where a courageous 11-year-old in Florida, fought off a kidnapper. Now, if you're privileged to watch this video, you would see, and I think, ladies, you have seen the video, how the girl fought off an attacker. She was actually waiting for a school bus, but while she was waiting, someone drove with a car trying to cut her off. I think so. The video is not showing, trying to cut her off. Now, the things that stood out for me: number one, crime is everywhere in the world.
Of course,
people are wicked everywhere. So it's not only in Nigeria. But what makes us different is the mechanisms in place to stop this. Not just a law that sends you to 15 years imprisonment for paying ransom. No, but putting things in place. I'm not saying that the law is bad, but you can't put the cart before the horse. Now you see that in order to apprehend this man, which they did, there was a camera at that sensitive spot where children take a bus. Apart from that, the camera was able to catch the plate number.
The camera is functional.
There was a database in which you could run the number, and then the girl putting the blue slime on it just corroborated the story.
Thank you.
So you see that there are mechanisms, there are systems in place to curb this. Now we've been hearing of kidnapping on major roads where we know. What are the things on those roads?
Thank you.
If I even catch someone with the plate number that everybody says take a picture, apart from maybe the person being on a platform like Uber where you probably may have some data, God knows the data. How are you going to trace someone with their car plate number? And also, so these are the things in a place where you have
trace people with plate number.
Wait, when they go to their village,
not ready to do
exactly. So we're talking about the same.
You know what struck me with this story is that the girl was well informed. So she was playing with the blue slime, and she was able to imprint those slimes so that the DNA, you know, when she's making that report, they're able to trace it. You know, and I love the fact that you talked about the camera, because you see, he charged with a knife. And she's just 11, and she was able to. Did you see the way she said what was running through her mind was her younger sister, that she had a bad day already. So it was like this guy was just coming to make it worse.
So I was
so proud of her.
Exactly. It wasn't going to be just a reported speech, because this guy would have given the speech, but there is something to corroborate the story. And so
before our senators are saying 15 years imprisonment, what are the measures that you have put in place? Nothing.
You have to stop that kidnapping from either happening or be able to apprehend. The next thing I was going to talk about is who is the famous person that you have heard that has been punished for kidnapping? Even the ones that are very famous, the famous names that you heard, they caught them. Where's the end of the story?
Nothing.
So there is no strong deterrent. There is no strong law. Let us bring someone by example and say there are kidnappers that we have caught. Thank you. What is the end of the story?
So I say this kidnap story, we are going to talk about it again on Ladies Night Out. It's not going to finish. I mean, when I saw this story, I said, fantastic. This was what we talked about yesterday. But let me come to you, Elsie. We're out of time.
So the NCC, Nigeria Communication Commissions, has disclosed that the network providers will be required to cross-check all phones, IMEI, which is basically the International Mobile Equipment Identity and status on a proposed centralized equipment identity register, otherwise known as the DMS, Data Device Management System. So basically, for you to be able to use your phone now, or to at least make calls on SMS, you have to submit the unique number of your phone to Bantamis people, right?
Yeah.
And there is a directive that also says that it has to be done in the space of 3 months. So I don't understand this whole rush and military attitude towards getting our data right.
This thing so when I saw it at first, I said, so what's the guarantee that my phone is secured, that this will not be an avenue for someone to be able to tap into?
I mean,
you're right.
Even the report says it is a dangerous power to give to any government, actually the government of Nigeria. And now we don't even have the right to say we are giving it or not, because you want to be able to use your phone. You want to be able to make calls. And he is saying, or they are saying, that you have to, in the space of 3 months, to be able to make calls. So it means that they have access to your phone history, everything that you do.
Okay, but let me come on this side. In saner climes where, as I just talked about, things were, you already have this record to the government. So for me,
not your IMEI, sorry, no,
but you have other. So let's not use IMEI. Let's say we have structures
like Indonesia.
Where you have structures where you can recognize people. So let's just use it as a structure where you can recognize people, get data as to what they're saying. I'm just playing on the side of if everything was okay and there was trust. I think that the bigger issue here is the issue of the people we're trusting with this information that concerns everything about us. I tell you, if we had a government that we really trust and we think that is protecting us, this would not be an issue. I think the major concern we have is the people that we're handing this information to and what we think they can do with our information.
I think that is one side of it. The second side of it is they have been gathering too much data for the longest of time, and I still do not know. We have NIN, we have BVN. We have, like you said, number plates.
How effective?
That is the question. You keep gathering and you're not being effective. If you're being effective enough on the number of data you have gathered, if you have synchronized them enough, then it shouldn't be hard for you to pick up a kidnapper. It should be easy for you to know, to trace money, like one of our callers said yesterday. It should be easy for me to come to you to say, this person or this police officer took me to the ATM and I withdrew this money at this point.
ATM have cameras.
They have cameras there. You have facial recognition. We should link you back to the person's account details.
Even the vicinity of the bank has
so
cameras.
Getting this data is not even my problem, but putting me through the stress of telling Nigerians, 200
my
million
problem.
Nigerians,
I don't want anybody to be monitoring my phone because
they're already monitoring. The thing is, who is monitoring?
You're not doing it right.
No, because I don't have it. It's not like I have anything to hide, but I'm just saying, where's the role of privacy there?
Yes, exactly.
Come on.
Actually, when we are talking about data privacy right now, so what exactly are they trying to do? Actually, even knowing that this man is still the head of
Yeah,
NCC with
that's what
the
I'm
whole
talking
history
about,
behind
the
him
trust, yeah.
is a problem.
Is a problem.
Okay, so my
You're right.
story, do I have time for it? So there's outrage over the Agric Ministry's approval of about 30 million naira for a mosque construction. So according to the story, let me just quickly put it that so they are saying that some farmers were displaced. This is not new because I think the communique came out December 10, 2020, and that some farmers were displaced, and so they do not have a place of worship. And they are proud to say, according to the report, that the ministry said that, you know what, they are open for scrutiny. They should come look at the document. The documents are available for public scrutiny. And so hopefully, I don't know what it's about, but you can leave it there. I want to build mosque. That money can buy plenty
30
fertilizers.
million,
You can do a lot more than just, you know, what it is that they've earmarked it for. Mosque, for
Let's
goodness
just
sake.
leave it there. Because I know priorities differ, and sometimes, and I don't know today, I'm just standing on the other side of the fence. It could be a CSR project to.
Which year? Yes, please don't go with CSR. I can't anymore.
Oh my goodness.
We'll take a break.
She said CSR. I just see that one coming.
We'll take a break. When we return, we're going to be discussing equality. No?